What's up everybody, welcome back to Nintendo Land, and today we are taking a look at all the past Mario games' special final levels. Now, not just the final levels, but these are the special levels that you unlock by some certain criteria, such as collecting all the power stars, or collecting all the special collectibles within a Mario game. You get these special bonus levels to either test your strength as a player, or to give you a little bit of a fun, relaxed gameplay. But regardless of if the level is very hard or not, this is going to be a list of the best levels, meaning this is a combination of good difficulty and amazing level design all put together for a really good special level that's worth collecting everything in the game. This starts at Mario Bros. The Lost Levels and ends all the way up to Super Mario Odyssey. So what we are pulling is the very last special level. If the game has multiple special levels, such as Super Mario World, we choose the very last one. Before we get started, comment down below what you think is going to be the best special stage from a Mario game, and thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to stay up to date on all things Mario and Nintendo in general. Now let's get into our list of every final special Mario level ranked. Number 10 is Super Mario Galaxy's Star Festival. Now, after collecting all 120 stars and doing it again with Luigi, you get one extra special star to collect, and that takes you back to the very beginning where the Star Festival was at the very beginning of Mario Galaxy. And it's the exact same path that you take up to the castle, but this time there's no war going on with Bowser and his crew flying in airships. It's just you collecting 100 purple coins in this area. It's kind of weird that this was the special stage. It really was kind of lackluster, playing the game over twice and 100%ing it both times. Yeah, this wasn't a great special level, but it is pretty at least. Super Mario World's Funky is a bunch of charging chucks, sumo bros, and Koopa bros all thrown together trying to defeat Mario, and it is a very difficult level, with especially a portion of the level where there's nothing but charging chucks chucking baseballs at Mario in one vertical line, and it can be very difficult to try to dodge everything. But this level is okay, nothing too special. It kind of seems like a normal level for the most part, and it doesn't really feel like the final last special level of a game. But it wasn't terrible. It is kind of difficult, but nothing too bad, and it just wasn't really that challenge at the very end of the game that I was expecting. Dropping in at number 8, we have level 9-8 from New Super Mario Bros. Wii. This is the final stage of the game, and it's just a very weird one. You have tons of cool bonsai bills chasing you, which is actually really cool to see in the game, but besides that, it's just you bouncing on some clouds and dodging some fuzzies. I really don't understand the purpose, and I don't get the reason why they did this and why this is the final level. Normally your final level wants to combine elements throughout the game as a total and, you know, put everything together that you've learned, and this doesn't do that. It's just a bunch of clouds that you jump on and try to get some coins and dodge bonsai bills. Like I said, I love the bonsai bill. I think it's a really cool design and a really cool enemy, but this just didn't scream final stage to me. Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels was a gauntlet of a final level. This level pitted you against multiple different areas within the side of a castle, and then it takes you back outside with wind blowing each direction, making your jumps very precise and difficult to hit, and back into the castle again. It's actually crazy of a level, with even Bowser being in the middle of the level as a regular enemy that you have to dodge. It's an insane level, lots of difficulty, and it really does feel like the final level of the game. With it being as hard as it is, it's not anything super special of a level. It's just your jumps have to be extremely well timed, and enemy placements are kind of within each other. Like for instance, there is a Hammer Bro inside of a Piranha Plant, and it's just kind of hard to dodge everything at once. So this level, once again, is just a very difficult level. Is it the best level? Definitely not. Number 6, we have Follow That Shell from New Super Mario Bros. U. This stage isn't hard at all, but to end the game on, it's a very lightheaded, fun stage to play. And your job is to throw a Koopa shell from the very beginning of the stage and keep it going all the way to the end in order to rack up the max KOs, and it is just a lot of fun to play through the level. It almost feels like a Mario Maker level before Mario Maker was even a thing, where the devs were just playing around with fun ideas and enemy placements, and it was just a really good design level to just watch a Koopa shell just continue to move and you had to control different parts of its path. It is a really good stage, and I had a lot of fun just playing through this, and it was a great way to end the game on something fun and lighthearted.
Oh yeah, Mario time!
Level 8 Crown from Super Mario 3D Land is a very good start as to what Nintendo had in plan for their special stages moving on into the future. It's a bunch of just random blocks floating in the air that puts you through a gauntlet of many different challenging jumps and platforming techniques. Your job in the beginning of the level is to jump through different blocks and make sure you land perfectly on them without falling through into the void of space. And eventually you'll have a little bit of a boss rush between Boom Boom and Pom Pom, finishing you off on a gauntlet of conveyor belts and Cosmic Mario chases, which leads to be a very fun and interesting, yet difficult, end to Super Mario 3D Land. This overall was a really good level, and it was still strange to me that you had to jump off of Toad's head as a platforming technique. New Super Mario Bros. 2 Star Castle is pretty much the end of the game reworked again for a second-hand difficulty, and this time it's, like I said, the very end of the game, but you have a lot more challenging obstacles to overcome. There's a lot less places to hide from the Koopaling's laser beam that freezes Mario and can place him in the lava, and the spaces just in between those safe areas get longer and longer, making you have to absolutely sprint for safety and complete the level while also trying to collect those star coins if you want to go for the 100%. You get to fight Dry Bowser at the end this time, and a big fight against Dry Bowser, which is actually pretty cool to have a boss fight initiated within this special area as well. This is a really good final level, and it was challenging, yet a lot of fun, and very reasonable with its help of checkpoints being in the level. Number 3, we have Super Mario 3D World's Champions Road. Champions Road is a gauntlet for sure, but it is a very pretty, very interesting level to say the least. You'll be going through an obstacle course of blocks, and in any moment you could fall, even blocks that rotate on a beat, and they could be very difficult to complete if you don't have any item. Probably one of the hardest levels to complete an entire Mario franchise without any item, so make sure you have a Tanuki Leaf or at least a cat suit for extra protection. But there's lots of enemies trying to hit you, not to mention the very final part where you're literally running on dash panels with no control of Mario, trying to dodge multiple lasers while collecting keys in order to open up the warp box. This is a very difficult stage, but it was definitely very rewarding when you finally beat it. Well, that is until you realize that you have to do it again with every single character to fully 100% this game. Yeah, Nintendo, that was kind of messed up. Number 2, we have Super Mario Galaxy's The Perfect Run. Now, Grandmaster Galaxy on its own is a really good, really fun, really interesting galaxy, and I don't know how you want to compare this. Do you want to actually say that Grandmaster Galaxy's Perfect Run is the final stage, or just the galaxy itself? But we're going to be talking about Perfect Run because, oh geez, it is the most unbelievable Mario challenge to this day, no question. It is a gauntlet and a half, where you have one life to get to the very end of this gauntlet, and it is just mean. You have Yoshi on some segments dodging bullets, and then in some sections you have lasers trying to shoot you, and then you have Cloud Mario trying to get through a laser maze and try not to get blasted by Octoombas, and it's just a very difficult stage. I think it's really more difficult than it needs to be because of the fact that once you run out of clouds as Cloud Mario, you can't really get rid of the suit or you'll take damage and die. So you have to have this extra floaty jump, and it can be very difficult when you have to take out the final Hammer Brothers and the 3 final Boomerang Bros. It is just a very mean final stage, but it is so pretty as there's so many different galaxy themes and areas, and it's just a really, really good final level developed by Nintendo. And coming in at number 1 as the best final Mario special stage, we have Mario Odyssey's Long Journey End. From start to finish, this is an amazing, beautiful extra stage of the game. You start off on an absolute, yes again, gauntlet through all types of different things that you've seen throughout your adventure, with different enemies and different captures, as you have uproots and all types of Goombas that you can capture, and even Glydon on one section where you're trying to get all the way to the other side of the stage. There's so many different captures thrown into this one stage, it's quite unbelievable, and some of them are very hard, like the Pokio section where you have to stab very small planks of wood as they move back and forth, and if you fall one time you have to restart this level from the very beginning. So not only does it have great scenery, great gameplay, and great mechanics throughout the game all thrown into one level, but it is definitely very difficult. And in the final version of this stage, you actually get to replay the end of the game as Bowser, but a little bit more difficult than the first time. And it was awesome just to be able to play that part for a second time. This was a very beautiful ending to the game, not to mention when you're finally done and you're climbing up the New Donk City inspired tower on the outside of the moon, you get this emotional toy box version of Fossil Falls, and you just get this very emotional scene of Cappy telling you how happy he is to be there with you and by your side. Not only is it a beautiful level, but the ending is just a beautiful scene of Mario and Cappy going on their way to the very last Power Moon. I mean, literally just talking about it gives me goosebumps. This stage has it all. So that is my list of the best Super Mario final special stages ever. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you guys have any other special stages that you think I missed or anything that you want to talk about within the video, let me know in the comments down below. And thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to stay up to date on all things Mario and Nintendo in general. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you all on the next one. See ya, guys.